Okay, so state your name for me.
I'm Bunky Williams.
Is that your birth name?
No.
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 You don't give a birth name.
I mean, they know. I mean, if you know, you know.
You know. Okay. So what was it like for you growing up?
I got a big family.
You had a big family?
Yeah, I got a big family. So,
in your household, how many do you have siblings?
Okay, not in my household. So, technically, in my household, I'm the only child.
You're the only child?
Yeah, so my mom only had one child, which was me.
Okay.
So, but me and my cousins, we was raised like brothers and sisters, not really like cousins. You know what I'm saying? So, my grandmas and my aunties, they like co-raised all that. So, it was like I ain't never really feel like you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so, yeah.
Okay. What about dad? Dad was around?
He was, you know, I ain't gonna really, you know what I'm saying, because I don't want to like put out no, you know, no narratives like as if like I'm trying to like, you know what I'm saying, but he was, you know, he did, I think he was, you know, that shit was different back then, you know what I'm saying, that shit was different, so I can't really, you know what I'm saying.
You don't really know the story.
I don't really, you know what I'm saying, like I don't want to put too much no pressure on him, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I knew I had a daddy, you know what I'm saying? He was around when he was. Yeah, I knew he was around, you know, but you know, I don't hold no grudges towards him for what he didn't do for me, you know what I'm saying? It made me who I am today. Okay. So it's like, you know.
Okay, now going to school age, what was school like for you?
School.
As far as you can remember back.
As far as I can remember back.
Like starting out.
I hated school.
You hated school?
Yeah, I hated school. I ain't gonna even lie, I hated school. I did. I hated it bad. Because I always knew I was different. You know what I'm saying? So knowing that you're different and have to, you know, get up every morning and go to a place where it's like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of times people, you know what I notice about people, they teach their kids to like go to college and stuff like that, but they neglect to tell them how to be a good person.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. And I think that's a big issue. Like, that's why you got to talk to your kids, because these people, other people kids is out here, they mean.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They say hurtful shit, and that shit creates monsters, you know what I'm saying, even at a young age. So it was like I knew I was different. I always knew I was different, you know what I'm saying? Like, even with all my brothers who I still sit around in the streets and all this other shit, you know what I'm saying, my brothers always knew I was different. They wore white tees. I had to have something that was bright. I had to have shit that was like flashy. So you know what I'm saying? So I knew, they knew, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, school was a little bit rough, you know what I'm saying? So I just, you know, I got through it the best way I can, which was, you know, just try to make sure I stay up on me.
So when you say rough, are you speaking like a bullying? Like, I
wouldn't necessarily say I got bullied, but it was things, you know how it's one of them things where you don't necessarily get like picked on like directly, but you hear the things that being talked about. So it's like being that young and knowing who you is and knowing what you love, you know, and what you like as far as being a homosexual person, you know what I'm saying? You hear other kids saying stuff, you know what I'm saying? You hear the comments, even if they're not talking to me directly, they say it to other people. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. Which put me in a ball like, I can't be me. How the fuck I'm gonna be me? I'm gonna get, you know what I'm saying?
You gonna get, okay.
Yeah, so.
Okay, I get where you, okay. Yeah. So that's what you mean when you say in terms of different.
Different.
So you knew at a young age.
Yeah, I knew at a young age.
How do you feel like you knew? Like, what was something that told you, like, this is me?
To be honest, like, I can't really think of a specific time, but I just knew because I knew. You know what I'm saying? It's one of the things where I know people be like, how the fuck you knew at being that child? Man, listen, I ain't here to shift nobody brain to think nothing they don't want to believe. But I personally, for me, I knew what the fuck I was. I knew what I wanted. I knew what I liked it. So that's just, you know, that's just what it is at a very young age. A very young age.
So was there anything that sparked that interest, like that sparked you that say like, okay, this is what I like? Is that something that happened that said like, this is what I like, this is what I don't like?
You know what?
Or it just was in you?
It was just in me. It was just in me.
Do you remember how far back young? Can you think of a time, like give us an age range of when you felt like you knew?
I just personally, I just knew, like, I knew I felt something different towards the same sex. You get what I'm saying? I just knew that I felt something different. Like, it wasn't really, It
so
wasn't.
Was there like no attraction there? Like you just, it was like no. Or you.
Wasn't no attraction. It wasn't like, I ain't gonna say it wasn't no attraction. It just wasn't the same kind.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't the same kind.
Have you ever dated the opposite sex?
Yeah.
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 What was it like for you?
It was cool. I mean, I ain't gonna be like it was horrible, but I still knew that it wasn't me.
It wasn't you.
You know, you got that feeling. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted to be something for everybody around me. I wanted to like that. I wanted to like what they wanted me to like.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
And I let people change me and ridicule me my whole life because of it. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't really, you know what I'm saying? I don't think until you go through that shit you really fully understand what it is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of people, a lot of niggas, you know, women, whatever. I ain't gonna just put it on niggas, but people will understand it if they ever had to. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna fully understand till you walk in those shoes.
Right.
So when you like looking at shit and it's always like, oh, that gay shit, that da 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 da, like, bro, listen, we all been on every side of an issue. You know what I'm saying? And I don't say that lightly. Like, when you sit back and you think about that shit, it done been plenty of times where you done did that shit and you done felt judged. I don't care what kind of person you is.
Right.
You can be the hoodest nigga, the rawest nigga, the realest bitch, the straightest bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't always been at a time where people didn't understand who you were.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And they judged you.
And it's the same situation.
It's the same situation. I don't know why people get so caught up with the whole gay and straight thing.
Right.
Like, at the end of the day, everybody people.
Right.
Regardless, like.
Right.
Everybody people, so I don't, you know, but it happens. It is.
Okay. So start dating same sex.
Shit.
Like, when would you say you got your first real
relationship
or crush, or when did you get one? At what age was that?
Damn, I don't even remember, but it wasn't that long ago.
It wasn't that long.
It wasn't that long ago because I didn't get out that closet until like shit, I can't think of the years right now, but I'm 28 right now. I was like 23.
Really?
Yeah. I was like 23, but the thing is, like, nobody ever knew. They didn't. People just started catching on, like, maybe this year.
So what made you hold it in so long? Was it that ridicule?
What part?
Like, of not coming out so soon? Because you say you knew at a young age.
Man, listen, I'm gonna be straight up, because that's just how I do shit. It wasn't even so much of my family, you know what I'm saying? I had to make sure they understood that, because, you know, coming out of my family and telling them, all of them, they was just like on some shit like, was it something we did?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I just like, it ain't nothing y'all did. At the end of the day, I don't hold nothing against, like, we as African American people, bro, we stuck in tradition.
Right.
And I don't care who care to admit it.
Right.
We very you know what I'm saying?
Right.
We stuck in that shit because our grandmas, our great grandmas, all that.
Right.
We stuck in that shit. So I get that it's kind of scary for you to accept what ain't the norm.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like it wasn't even my family. You know, most boys in my position, it be their family that keep them from coming out. But like mine, it wasn't. I just knew that all my life I wanted to be a star. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to be a superstar, and I knew growing up that was not acceptable.
So you felt like, okay, I want to be here in life, and if I want to be here, they don't accept this, so I'm not gonna come out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because my career at the time, my career meant more to me.
So at what age did you start rapping?
Or
when was music introduced into you?
Okay, music was introduced. I mean, I've been into music ever since I was, you know what I'm saying, little. My mama kept that shit in me. She kept that shit in me. So it was like, that's why, like, even to this day, like, if you hear my music and some of my stuff, like, I play with different genres and, you know, in sync and country music. I do whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm a ghostwriter, so I have to do that. Yeah. But yeah, I knew. It always been in me. It wasn't until I got serious when I turned like 14. 14. Yeah, I used to be in a group with some of my family members.
Okay, you were in a group.
Yeah, we was called Uncouth. It was crazy. We started off like maybe like 10. We was the wallet chain boys. Like, the shit was crazy as fuck. But
what was that like?
That shit was. It was fun though, because back then we were just having fun with it. You get what I'm saying? Even though we was working and we wanted to be something bigger, we was having fun. Like right now in my career, I ain't gonna lie, it's not that fun no more for me, because it's like you done did some things now, so people expect for you to do bigger things. You can't just put shit out and then it don't work. You know what I'm saying?
Now it's more of a more of a work.
It's
now.
more work now.
It's not no fun.
It's work. That's why that's why I do things the way I do it. Like, but yeah, I always knew that music was in me, but I had to get serious once all my other siblings, because I'm the youngest, so like all of my cousins and stuff that I was in the group where they all got older, start participating in grown people things. So I was left by myself. So it's like now it's like you got to get out there and you got to get right. Right. So I done been through a lot with this industry shit. Like, it's crazy.
So being in the industry, when you decided to come out, what was that like? Rapping and coming out as a homosexual. What was that like?
I mean, it was
because when you started out, people assumed you were heterosexual.
Yeah, correct? They don't know.
Right.
Off of what I give.
Right.
They think I think everybody got one perception of what a gay man look like.
Right.
So it's like.
So they didn't know. So then now it's like, now that you've come out, it's like, well, hold on.
Yeah, I mean.
Was that like a shock? Did you get any?
It wasn't no shock, because let me tell you something, and you know what I'm saying, I'm not one of those biased people. Like, I know that if you knew me, if you know who I am, you knew that it was something else. You knew, you know what I'm saying? Even though I'm not like the most flamboyant type of gay, like I'm real like cool, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I was raised around brothers and, girl cousins too, but it was like, bitch, I'm from, you know what I'm saying? I'm from the West, so you know what I'm saying? We had to be a certain way, so it's like, they, you know what I'm saying, they knew what was up. Period. Yeah. They knew what was up. So it
was like one of those kind of things, but at the same time, it's not really.
Yeah, like they was just like, we respected you enough to wait for you to come tell us. Right. You know what I'm saying? We ain't like my family not like they not like messy.
That's
you know what I'm saying? We don't have like messiness going on. We very protective of each other.
That's good.
So it's good. They ain't finna, even if they thought it, they wasn't finna just be like, oh, I think you is. They finna wait for me to tell them. Right. So that's kind of what.
And they respected.
They respect that. They respect
that. I love that. Because a lot of people don't get that.
They don't. Yeah,
a lot of people don't get that. And I wish they did, and I wish it would change. But like you said, a lot of people are stuck in tradition.
They stuck in tradition.
Right.
And it's unfortunate, but it is. We must forever be on guard. But you know what I'm saying? I've been fighting my whole life. You know what I'm saying? I ain't finna stop fighting now.
Right.
Even like with this situation, I was overthinking. I'm like, if they knew what I felt when I was, stuck in that place, when I was still in that closet, if a person know what I felt, then they would have no choice but to understand. But now I'm at a point now where I'm a grown man. I got shit to do. Ain't no more crying about it.
Right.
I got shit to do.
So how did you feel in that place?
That shit was like literally like suffocating. That shit was like suffocating. Like, dead ass. Like, until you know what it's like, you don't know what it's like. That shit was like suffocating.
Right.
Like, it was literally times where I would like, I'm young as fuck. I'm like 16 years old in high school trying to figure out like how the fuck I'm gonna get myself out of this. Because I can easily be with a girl. But
that's not what you want.
Then what happens to me?
Right.
What happens to the real me?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then I'm trying to figure out how the fuck can I have a career and these heterosexual men feel comfortable listening to me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. How can I still gain that respect?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because in my heart I know what's up.
Right.
It's like fuck that gay shit, nigga. Right. I'm real. I'm a nigga at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? I come from the same, place as a lot of you niggas. I know the same struggle. I know the same hustle. Anything that a straight nigga can do, I can do.
Right.
I done did it. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like, I knew that, but it's like, still, a nigga gonna be like, man, I ain't trying to, you know what I'm saying? Which is cool now, but I wasn't in that place then.
Right.
Now I know. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now that my foundation is done, it's like, I wish I knew what I knew back then.
You feel like you would have came out sooner?
I definitely would have came out sooner.
Any regrets?
I don't regret, because I feel like what's for me is for me. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
The timing.
Timing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just because it took me a little bit longer don't mean that it ain't gonna happen for me. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of times we move too fast.
So let me ask you now, getting into like the way the world sees the music industry now with the little Nas X and things of that nature. How do you feel about things like that?
I'm for all that shit.
You for it?
Let me tell you something about me. I'm for people being whatever it is that makes them happy. You know what I'm saying? So anytime I see somebody being able to be themselves, that shit brings happiness to my heart because I wasn't able to be myself.
And you know what that's like.
I know what that's like. I was doing interviews. I was all in the fucking St. Pete Times. You know what I'm saying? Fucking meetings with Universal Records executives and all that shit. And the whole time, I can't even tell y'all what the feeling was because that wasn't even me.
That wasn't you.
That wasn't even me.
Deep.
That shit wasn't me.
Wow.
That shit was not me.
Wow.
So everybody sitting around me and they excited like, oh, Bunk finna be on his way. Bunk finna do this. Bunk finna do that. I'm looking around like, bitch, do y'all even know who Bunk is?
Oh,
Bunk ain't even here right now.
Speak on it.
That motherfucker was laying down, floating somewhere, and I had to walk around with this face on and be this person because that's what they wanted me to do.
Right.
These people literally had me running from myself but chasing a dream. Mm-hmm. You know how hard that is? Like, you literally gonna make me run from who I am but you to chase a dream. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Something that could or could not be.
Right. So you feel like the media, the way they're portraying, not portraying, but the way they're putting it, the LGBT into the community these days, you're for that?
I'm for the people doing whatever they do. Not for the ones that's not to spin stories and use propaganda to sell shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Okay. That's the part I'm not for. But if you want to be as loud and as flamboyant as you want to be, I'm 100% down for that. You know what I'm saying? I even got some, you know, some people that was a part of my life that felt like, you know, Bunk, we like, cause where I'm from, I don't have that issue with like niggas like acting weird with me. Mm-hmm. Like I'm in the street, like my niggas, like anybody who know me, they fuck with me. It's like, Bunk, what's up, Bunk, da 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 da. Like I don't have that issue, right. Cause they know what time it is with me. But at the same time, it's like, you know, some niggas say stuff like, oh, you know, well, you know, Bunk don't be on all that other shit. That's why I can fuck with Bunk. Like Bunk don't be on all that. And I get that. You know what I'm saying? I get that what's for you is for you. If you feel more comfortable being around somebody that's gay like Bunk and not really, you know, the whole girl type of thing, you know what I'm saying? That's cool, but you know what we not gonna do is I'm not gonna stand for disrespect.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because regardless if I'm the same kind of gay as he is, right. I'm still a gay man. That's still my community of brothers and sisters. You get what I'm saying? So man, listen.
With the realness, hold on.
They don't know what it took. They don't know what it took to get here. Like I fought mentally to get here. Mm-hmm. It was times where I ain't want to do shit but hide. I wanted to be in a shell. I knew these people were staring at me. I go to block parties, all kind of shit. And the thing is, it wasn't even that I couldn't take the eyes. It just I like to know what you thinking about. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Not no more.
Not no more. You don't even care no more.
I don't give a fuck. Cause guess what? I'm a raw ass nigga in real life.
Period.
I'm a good nigga.
Period.
I love everybody. I don't judge nobody.
Period.
You know what I'm saying? I do fly shit. I do. You know, I'm humble. Period. So it's like at the end of the day, I don't look for validation no more because I don't need it. Because guess what? When they lay down with who they want to be with at the end of the day, they don't give a fuck about me.
Exactly.
When they fucking know who they want to be with, they don't give a fuck about what Bunk got going on. Bunk just something to talk about right now so we can kill some time.
And to be honest, to me, I be feeling like you say, like regardless of who you go home with at night, you're still just a person.
I'm just a person.
The only thing different about a gay or a straight is just who I lay with at night.
That's it.
That's literally it. Like even when I came out, people was like, oh, this, that, and third. They felt like I was gonna change. I'm like, if you knew me back then, you'll know I'm still the exact same person. It's just I go home with somebody different.
Exactly.
That's literally it. My clothes changed too, but you know that's another story. But it's like at the end of the day, it's you still getting the exact same me. You know, people felt like, oh, you know, I'm gonna be acting this. I'm gonna switch my. No, it's just me. Yeah. You get what I'm saying?
And you know what's so crazy? Why even that scared them so much?
Right.
Even if I was to change, why that scared y'all so much?
Right. Why would you care?
Because at the end of the day, what the bond that we come from comes from here.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Not my physical. You ain't my friend because of what I look like.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? But see, that's why I say people got to stop throwing around that real word so much. Because you bitches don't know what real is. They don't know what the fuck real is. If what your homeboy do or your homegirl do makes you can't sit around them no more, that shit was
never real.
That shit was copper.
It was never real.
That shit was copper. You hear me? Like it was copper. So it's like, nah.
Speaking back on the media and the LGBT, how do you feel about it with the kids putting it in the cartoons and you know, making kids more aware? Do you feel like that's something that they should do, or do you feel like?
I really do like try to like stay away from stuff like that, like questions like that, but because you know people love to ridicule shit and change it, and you know what I'm saying, they don't never really be open to really understand like where you coming from. So what I will say is, let's say hypothetically I was a father. I'm never gonna be in a situation where if I had a son or some shit like that, if I saw something in him or something like that, I'm never gonna be like, here, I'm not gonna hand you no Barbie, but I'm not gonna make you feel bad for playing with one either. Okay. Because that's where the issue starts at.
Okay.
You beat these kids up at a young age.
Okay.
Stop crying. You ain't no sissy.
Okay.
They can't cry.
Right.
That's why these niggas so fucked up now. They emotionally detached from themselves. You get what I'm saying? You start at a young age. They don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all sexualize these kids more than anybody, but then y'all worried about Lil Nas X. Be a parent. If you're a good parent, can't nobody raise your kids better than you. So no matter what Lil Nas X do on TV,
your child know.
Your child know what the fuck's up.
Okay.
That's how I feel about that. That's how I feel about that. I don't like my mama was so instrumental. I don't give a fuck who I looked up to. I knew what was ugly.
Okay.
She told me that going to school and acting up is ugly. That's why I ain't never been suspended or none of that shit before, because she put something in me. She told me that I don't judge people. Right. She told me that when I take my ass to that schoolhouse, that I'm gonna just be honest. She was one of them. My mom was one of them parents. Like I don't really care about your grades. What I'm worried about is that you go to acting a fucking fool, because that reflects the home you come from. You know what I'm saying?
So she was one of those type. Okay.
She was one of them.
You have to carry yourself with respect.
Yeah, that's all it is. Okay. That's what it is. I ain't get beatings or nothing when I did something wrong. She did shit like, you want them Jordans every week? I bet you won't get them this Saturday. You get what I'm saying? That's how she played.
She took away your okay. She took away privileges.
I was young as fuck. I was like 6. You know, back then I was 6th grade gold. I had 8 golds in my mouth. I used to do the most. Yeah, she did. She did. My mom ain't play that shit. She didn't. She made sure I knew what was up.
Okay, so now getting to the rap career. How starting out, what was it like just rapping in general? Like starting out for you?
So,
like, what did you rap about? What were some things you rapped about?
Literally, let me tell you something. So like I said, back in the days when I was doing the whole group thing with my brothers and stuff, they always wanted to like keep me in the box as being a singer, right? Because they used to be like.
So you sing too?
I mean, I can sing. I got a whole R&B album I just put out not too long ago. Okay. So I do my little thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm more of a songwriter, so that's why I really get away with everything. Okay. I can hold a tune. I sound good in the studio, and I know how to write badass records. Period. So that's what it really was. But they used to try to like keep me in the box and be like, Bunk, we want you da. And back then I guess I wasn't the strongest rapper. So I used to I sat back and I focused. I studied. I studied language. I studied movement. I studied vocabulary, and. Yeah. Now you a beast. No, I'm just that.
Now you a beast. Yeah. Okay. So what was like a song for you that stuck out to everybody? What was a song that got you really like buzzed?
So I got a song called "Oh You Mad." So yeah, that song's so funny because it was actually it wasn't a mistake, but it wasn't nothing I was excited about. Okay. It was one of them things where everybody knew me to be a lyrical rapper and temper, and then it was like. Okay, we in a junk city, nigga, make some shit that we junk to, like make some dancing shit. So I'm like, oh fuck, how I'm finna make this work? So I hit up my cousin P, and I was like, P, let's do this song together and stuff like that. So that's how that ended up happening. But yeah, that's the turn up song.
That's the turn up song. Oh, so it's like more of a junk.
Yeah, it's like a twerk, dance, bop, whatever.
Yeah, I remember we used to play that.
Yeah. They still spin that shit. I was in the club the other night, and as soon as I walk in, the DJ played the shit. I'm just like, we got Bunk in the building. I'm like, oh man, y'all ain't gonna let me get away.
So you say that wasn't one of your, like you wasn't like.
Yeah, cause y'all know me. I'm a lyrical nigga. I feel my best when I'm like chopping niggas' head off.
So you want to spit bars.
Yeah, when I kick some shit, I like to say shit that how bitches like, yeah. That song is more just like, oh, this a bop, this rock, but it's mine, so I respect it.
Okay.
I respect it. Yeah, I respect it.
So what type of music are you planning to put out? You say you just put out an R&B. What else can we expect from you?
So I'm actually see, the thing is, like, I try to make sure that I do shit like you said, timing is everything for me. So I got some I got something that's coming with another big person from Tampa. So
okay, you want to speak on it?
Not yet. Okay. I ain't gonna speak on it, but
okay. What kind of feel is it?
I'll give y'all a hint. Y'all love her.
What kind of feel can we get from it? Can you give us that?
We on some talking shit.
Talking shit.
Yeah, we on some
lyrical.
Yeah, we gonna be on some talking shit like, what's up?
Okay.
Like, yeah, we here like that.
Because I like the lyrics.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie. When I see your freestyle, I'm like, oh, I know. Because I know.
Let me tell you something. They ain't gonna let me get away with being regular.
Yeah.
They would never. Like me being who I am already. I gotta say shit that's above and beyond because they're not gonna let me just be basic.
Yeah.
If I'm basic, then I'm just another.
You just another. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So niggas can be half of me and they'll still act like we on the same platform just because of what I. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But it's all good though. Y'all know.
Now, in terms of your music, what do you plan on taking it?
To be honest, I tell everybody, like, if I get signed to some shit to the right deal and shit like that, that'll be a blessing for me. But that ain't really something that I'm aiming for.
So you're not aiming for a deal?
I just want to be a brand.
You want to be a brand? Like
I am now. I'm a small brand, but I want to just expand it. Okay. I want to be in a situation where, like, whatever you put Bunk name on, it works.
It works.
That's it.
So you want to kind of stay independent?
Yeah.
More underground?
Yeah.
Okay. So do you write for people now? Mm-hmm. Yeah?
Yeah.
Are you able to speak on it?
I keep it confidential just for the business. You know what I'm saying? Even like the ones that tell me, like, it's okay if you tell people. Mm-hmm. It's like, no. Cause I, you know what I'm saying? I know being where we at now, and being that we're in a place where nothing ever happened. Mm-hmm. Like, let's just keep it real temple. We're in a place where nothing ever happened, but it's gonna happen.
Right.
But we still here. I think that people want too much respect. That they be on some shit like, oh, you're not writing your stuff, da 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 da.
Right.
So I keep it confidential. But I work with some people that y'all know and like.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I do.
Okay. But okay. Anybody like you from the city that you would want to work with that you haven't yet?
From the city, I mean, I love Tom. They know how I feel about Tom. Tom the OG.
Tom G,
yeah. Cushion cuts.
I feel like lyrically y'all both would.
Man, what? They know what's going on.
Would eat
Tom is definitely somebody that he's definitely a pioneer. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't give a fuck. Tom gonna always be that person that I look at and be like, Tom is the GOAT with the rapping shit, especially from being from the same city. Mm-hmm. I love Priceless. That's my girl. Yeah. I love P.
She definitely.
Man, what? Yeah, She's so real. She
definitely spit.
P, she's so real. Yeah. So.
Okay.
I love too my cousin Militia. She was in All the Way Live. Group.
All the Way Live.
Yeah. Beast mode, me, anything goes.
Okay.
That's my cousin. So I definitely want to get another song with her too. So we got a song with that shit. It was like long ago, but yeah, it's a lot of people in town. But I ain't gonna lie, like I can't think off the bat, but I love it. I love my city.
So you not stopping, no matter what.
Nah, even if I gotta play the background, I ain't stopping.
You ain't stopping. That's what's up.
For what? I've been through hell. I ain't stopping in hell.
So what are ways that musically people can? How do you guys gain income? Because that's something that I want. Not to be in y'all business.
No, it's good.
What are ways that you guys like generate income from your music? Like, what are the ways that goes?
So, keeping it above, like the status that I am and a lot of us is, we don't really make money. We don't really too much make money off records. Streams don't. That shit don't pay no money.
It don't pay no money.
It don't really pay no money.
You gotta really be.
You gotta have them hardcore fans that's like, I bought your shit.
Right.
So yeah, like me personally, the way I make my money is appearances. Okay. If I get paid to come somewhere or like features, I get paid for features. Okay. And then like most of my income, the big part of my musical income comes, like I said, from me writing. Okay. So when I write for other people, that's how I really get my money.
Okay. So mainly like bookings and things of that nature is kind of how artists really eat off.
Yeah, because records ain't selling like that. Nah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so anything we can look forward to? Besides I know you got something coming up, but anything else that bump that
look forward to? I mean, I'll take it one day at a time.
One day at a time.
Yeah, I ain't really gonna sit here like I got a bunch of things planned. I just I'm open to work. Like I said, I'm open to work. Yeah.
Okay. Anything that you can tell the community or anybody? Any advice you can give to anybody that may have been in a situation that you were in, or
I just will. What I say is this. I know, what I'm saying, I hope whoever looking at this, they can look at this and just, you know, gain some kind of courage and strength from the shit, because I know what it's like. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Tampa. I'm from the dirty. I'm from West Tampa. Still there.
Weaker part of Florida.
Yeah.
Okay.
So not only that, like I said, my family probably make up damn near 40% of Tampa. You know what I'm saying? The people who raised me, some of the biggest OGs in Tampa. You know what I'm saying? My daddy, my uncles, my stepdad. You know what I'm saying? Everybody everybody know how that goes. So it's like, I know what it's like for people to look at you and judge you and be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I could do it where I come from, you can do it.
Right.
Because like I said, I come from the biggest situation it is. So if I can fight through that shit and be like, this what it is, y'all. I'm sorry if I'm sorry, and still get that respect. But if I can do that shit and be like, oh, this who I am, you know, I'm sorry if this ain't what y'all wanted me to be, but this is what it's gonna be. I want them to know that anybody can.
I think you kind of just have to do it in a certain way. I think sometimes it be the way you went about certain things. Yeah. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
Like, if you go about it in a messy type way, I feel like you're gonna get messed back.
Yeah, you definitely.
You know what I'm saying? But if you go about it humbly and respectfully, I think, you know. Yeah,
definitely. That's 100%. That's why nobody can ever tell you they seen me arguing on Instagram or nothing like that. I don't do stuff like that. Right. That's not the life I live.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? That ain't the life I live. I don't do messy shit. I don't sit around talking about people.
Right.
You know, stuff like that. But I get it. You know, people are human, so you have little chats. You know what I'm saying? But it's just not for me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. So it's like I do shit accordingly.
So you mentioned you still get respect from your siblings and, you know, people that you grew up with. What are those conversations like with you guys?
Conversations, nothing really different.
Nothing different?
Nothing different at all. Nothing changed at all. Like they all just be on some shit like, that's bruh, that's cuzzle, that's whatever it is. Like they don't give a fuck about that. I think and one of the reasons is because I gave so much real. You know what I'm saying? I gave so much real to the point where, you know what I'm saying, they look at this shit a little bit different when it comes to me than with other people. You know what I'm saying? They be on some shit like, what I'm gonna do? Not fuck with Bunk? How that's gonna work? You know what I'm saying? So I think it'd be like that. But my brothers, they just, they real different. They ain't them type of niggas.
Now, do they ever get into who you're dating or who you seeing, or do those conversations come up?
It don't really come up. Some of them they do, some of them don't. Some of them they just, you do what you do, Bunk.
Right.
Ain't nobody judging you. Nobody don't give a fuck. That's your life. And then you got other ones that's more like,
this, what that's like? What y'all?
Nigga, what you got going on?
Okay.
Like they just be in my business. Like
okay.
They like
if you're going through something, who do you call on? Do you call on them or?
Nah, not for stuff like that.
Not for stuff like that.
They'll joke and laugh with me about situations. Like if they see me with somebody, they'll be like, "Oh, you out here doing da da da. You out here doing da." You know, so they joke like that. Okay. It don't make my niggas uncomfortable because they.
It's not an uncomfortable way. Yeah,
because I don't sit around niggas that do the most. You know what I'm saying? So it don't make them uncomfortable. But so like if I got like relationship problems or some shit like that, I got friends that I talk to. You know what I'm saying? So
So
ain't no big deal.
So now I love your freestyles. I love when you just spit in bars. Okay. So can you give us one? Can you leave us with something?
Oh shit. I can do something. Let me see what I can do real quick. Hey look, they talking shit that I can't understand. He was trying to be a rapper, I'm trying to build a brand. Okay, cool, look, cause I can play the underdog, but idolizing fuckboys, tell me what that do for y'all, cause I know for a fact that niggas out here lost. I can do a nigga job and then close a deal with his boss. Who the fuck gon' stunt my growth? I've been slow cooking like roast, drunk off Casamigos, these bitches be doing the most. Facts. I told that last nigga, please don't make me do it. They know bunk shit, heaven sent lifting spirits like gospel music. Look, when I respect nigga, bad me please. You gon' make a post about a bitch, just tag me please. I don't hear them bitches talking, I'm Stevie Wonder on go. I'm Jimi Hendrix in person, I've been giving them a show. I'm on that bipolar shit. I'm crazy nice. These shots coming in twos and they ain't gotta ask twice. I don't know why I ain't made it. Guess the timing ain't right. My whole demeanor scream real. Guess that wasn't they type.
Oh, you know what I mean? I'm about to fuck you up. I get excited. I'm sorry. I get excited. My fault.
That's a little.
My fault. Damn, you got. Hey, you too nice.
Yeah,
I swear to God, what?
I appreciate that.
I love that type of shit. I swear to God, I love that type of shit.
Doing?
Thank
Stop
you.
Playing. Appreciate you. I appreciate you for having me.
Now, hold on. You want to keep going? Hold on,
we ain't gonna get on too much.
All right.